Before we start, let us all stand and let us pray.
Jesus, help my hand to do all things loving, kind, and true. Jesus, guard me through this day in all I do and all I say. We give you our school. We give you all the teachers and staff who work here. We give you all the children who study here. Amen.
Wow, all of you are present. Give yourself 5 claps. Children, always remember our social distancing rules. Now, why do we need to remember these classroom social distancing rules? Yes, to protect ourselves in virus. So always remember this, okay? Okay, children, I have here a container. And this container contains a questions. And I want you to pass this container in your seatmate. And if you hear these sounds, then the last holder of this container will be the one to pick a question here, and there will be a thrill. The one who will pick a question here have given a chance to choose any of you to answer this question. Okay? So be mindful and cooperate in this activity. Are you ready? Okay, but before that, every question contains 5 seconds only. And if you did not answer this in 5 seconds, then you will not given a score. Okay? Ready? Get set, go!
To convert or to transform a material into another material that can be used. It refers to different items produced and used. Planned management of natural resources. Different kind or classes. Relating to medicine production.
Now let's move on. Take a look these 2 pictures. What can you say about these 2 pictures? Yelling. Oh, the boss fired his employee. Now, I want you to think a reason why they're getting mad. Time's up. Now, give me the reason why they are mad. Lazy, always late at work, not following. Very good. All your answer is correct. Now, let's see another picture. Then I know you already know why they're getting mad. Yes, the reason why they're getting mad is because some of us are messy in our house or in our workplace. Are you children know how to clean your space? Well, let us all know the greatest secret of keeping our home and work clean and tidy. For sure, we can make our parents, bosses proud and satisfied. So, our lesson for today is all about the principle of 5'S. But before that, I prepare 8 classroom rules. And I want you to remember this until we finish our discussion. Have you encountered the 5 with the letter S? Today, we will be learning a good housekeeping not only to our house, but also to our workspace. But before that, we will have an activity again. Are you ready, guys? All of you have a copies of this activity. But hold your copies first because I will be the one who will read the instruction or direction and I will explain how to play this. Our activity is the 5'S number game. Are you familiar in this game? Or do you play this activity? Well, if no, this is your first time to play this. Okay, I will read the direction. Each sheets of paper represent a workplace hours. Our job during a 20-second shift is to strike out the number 1 to 49 in correct sequence. Example, 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 49. On your first copy, this one, you have 20 seconds to find all the number 1 to 49 in order. Are you ready? Let's start. Enjoy this activity? Well, I think so. Now, what do you encounter in this activity? Yes, it's hard to find the number if the number is not in order. Now I know that you have an idea on what our topic for today. So bear with me because this is very important in our daily life. So let's go. So today's discussion, we will tackle about the 5S. So what is 5S? First, 5S is a philosophy in the way of organizing and managing the workspace and workflow with the intent to improve efficiency by eliminating waste, improving flow, and reducing process unreasonableness. So what is 5S? 5S activities are to create good working environment through reduction of 3M. Muri, Mura, and Muda. It helps to have a basis strong management of workplace. So what is Muri, Mura, and Muda? Muri, overburden, unreasonableness, or absurdity. Mura, unevenness or inconsistency primarily with physical matter and the human spiritual condition. For Muda, activity which is wasteful or doesn't add value. So this is not our main topic. Let's have a short discussion only for this and also to the background of 5S. So these are the 5S. 5S, literally 5 abbreviation of Japanese term with 5 initials of S. The Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seiketsu, and Shitsuke. Then fortunately, For English speaker, however, each of those Japanese words have been translated to an English word that also begin with letter S. And these are the following: sort, set, shine, standardize, and sustain. So our main topic is the English one, the sort, set, shine, standardize, and sustain. But let's have a background check of this 5S. The word 5S was generally in 1980s in manufacturing sector in Japan as Toyota Production System, or TPS, became famous in the sector, and 5S activities were set as one of the bases of TPS. Service industry started to use 5S in 1990s. So that's the short background of our topic. So let's go to our main topic, the 5S. So this is the 5S. So as you can see, you cannot disarrange this 5S, because if you put the sort in the phase 5, what will happen, right? So let me explain first the first phase, which is sort. So can anyone give the opinion what is sort, and give your own opinion in sort? To classify the things you need and throw, or kept the things you may not use. Very good. Sort focuses on eliminating unnecessary items from workplace. Your answer is correct. Categorize equipment, furniture, tools in your working place into the following 3 categories. Number 1, necessary. Second, unnecessary. 3, may not necessary. So what is necessary? The things that we need every day in our daily lives. And for the unnecessary, this is only the item that we can use occasionally. Like example, the dress that we use in debut or what parties, and so on and so on. Or maybe your toys, if you have a toys in your house, then you can, if you're not playing that toys, you can put here in the unnecessary category. And for the may not necessary, this item is the not used in current work process, like for broken toy or broken things, or the things that we will not use forever. Okay? So this step, the first step, will also help with the just in case attitude. Okay? So let's go to the example of sorting. So we use red tag, this one, for categorization of item to identify unnecessary items. Then move unnecessary items like broken tools, obsolete jigs and fixtures, scraps and screw raw materials, and etc. So as you can see in this picture, the first picture shows the things together. They are in together. And for the second picture, that is the after sorting. So that's the phase 1 of 5S, sorting. So let's go to the next, the set. The next one is set. Set is just like arranging. Just like in the library, the books must be organized and in sequence. So set in order, or seton. Once the unnecessary items move or remove, organize the rest of the items so they are in the best possible location. So this is the set. It also applies, can see, can take out and can return philosophy. In set, you may use the organization of items such as labeling. You can put the names or whatever, what we call that, so and so on, and or color coding, numbering, and zooming. So these are the example of set. So you can see before the set, before implementing set in order, this is the picture, the first one. And after implementing the set, as you can see, it's organized and it's very nice to look. You will easily find what you need. So next, let's go to phase 3, shine. Cleaning up one workplace daily so that there is no dust on the floor, machines, or equipment. So shine is removing and cleaning. So don't just clean once, instead clean every day, so that one benefit of daily cleaning is to inspect the work area or your house for damages. So this is the shining activities. Clean floor, windows, walls. Clean and maintain office automation machines, medical equipment, and tools, office furniture. And develop and follow regular cleaning and maintaining schedule. So these are the shining activities. So this is the picture, as you can see. They are cleaning. So that is the shining. This is standardized, our 4S. So after the sorting, set in order, and shining, this time, it's time to standardize. So standardize is to, this says here, it's identifying best practice to keep things as you've got, and creating consistent procedure for which jobs are done efficiently. So the examples of activities in standardized is to work instructions, standard operating procedures or SOP, then checklist development and regular usage for SOP. So that is the standardized. And for the last S, the sustain. So sustain is the final elements of this 5S. So sustain means practice, keep going, signs, poster, meetings, and other methods of communication can help 5 method and practice fresh and make sure things don't spiral out hand again. Or maintaining S1 to S4 through what? Through disciplines, commitment, and empowerment. And it focuses on defining a new mindset and the standard in workplace. So this is the example of sustained activities. Regular progress reporting, refresher training, periodical evaluation of 5S, activities with proper advice for continuation and further improvement, appreciation, recognition, and awarding on goods 5S activities, then reminder using 5S corner, newsletter, good practice sheets, and etc. Now that we are done in our discussion, why 5S or principle of 5S is important in our life? Very good. To help us to clean our workspace. But if no 5S, what will be happen? We will get mistake. That's good answer. So these are the things that will happen if we did not implement the 5S activity. So I hope that you will never forget the 5S. And make sure that you will apply this in your home, classroom, or in everywhere. Do you understand, children? A while ago, I said that when I am discussing, you will listen because we will have a activity. But before that, let's have a recap first. What is the principle of 5S? The sort, the set in order, the shine, the standardize, and sustain. Now, can you give me the short definition of this 5S? Very good, children, because you are listening carefully to my discussion a while ago. But now, let's have first a group activity. Are you ready? So, our group activity is the class will be divided into 3 groups. Every groups have their different activities and please be guided in the rubrics. So I will show first the rubrics before we start. So for group 1, lights, camera, action. So you will choose a scenario whether it is in your house or a workspace or anywhere. Then after that, present the 5'S in that scenario. That is for group 1. And for the group 2, paper and pen. So this group will think a scenario whether in the house, classroom, or work, then classify what activity can they apply the principle of 5'S. And for the last group, poem is life. This group will create their own poem about how 5'S applied in their life. I will give you 15 minutes to finish that activity. Give yourself 5 claps because all of you cooperate in this group activity. Now, let's go to your short quiz. Are you ready? Now, bring out your paper and pen. So, I know that you learned a lot in this topic, but before that, copy your next activity that you will pass tomorrow.